A wonderful day. That's in the Warriors from Nansemond River High School. I'm Chris Souther, and we're about to begin inning number one. I'll give you the lineups in a second. First pitch is high for a ball. Henry has Chris Martinez at second. Reed Downs in left. Nate Jensen in right. Tanner Shadle is at third. Andrew Hart in center. Brian Hummel is catching. Cone Level is first base. And the pitch, foul. One ball, two strikes. The Warriors are starting with Buddy Baker, Drew Barbeau, Copeland Smith is on the mound for the Dolphins, and he delivers high and outside for ball two. Ball inside, 3-2. The Dolphins are currently 4-0 and playing their third home game since winning the Virginia State title last year. This is the second game for the Warriors. They beat Maury. At first baseman. There's a line shot out to left field. Reed Downs is there, makes the play. Gets the ball into the shortstop. 1 out. Warriors are for Suffolk, Virginia. As I mentioned, they entered the game today 1-0. Beat Maury High School 5-4. It's a little brisk today, a little bit of a wind for this March 19th. Wind is blowing from my left to right, playing from right to left. Just outfield by the center field face. There's a ball that's now taken care of. One strike. Batter is Aiden Judge. Aiden is a center fielder. Cam Boswell is on deck. Pitch inside, call for strike. So no balls, two strikes, runner on first, 1 out. The first inning. Early in the season we are. We were right. Ball high. Coach of the Warriors is Ty Rivers. Coach of the Dolphins is Chris Dotello. Dolphins have a fairly experienced team coming back. We'll talk about their last year's team and who they lost in a little bit. But they're fairly experienced. Should make another good run this year. It's like quarter. Caught the outside corner. And down goes Judge. That brings up the four-hitter Boswell. So you got a runner at first. He walked first runner. That's Baker. Hitter Boswell. Line shot in the gap. Yeah, he can. That's a good. As I mentioned, the wind. So after the end of the top half of the first, we have no score here at Cape Henry Collegiate. Cape Henry Collegiate Dolphins against the Nansemond River Warriors. I'm on mute. I don't know what's going on. Cape Henry Dolphins is Chris Martinez, the second baseman, followed by Nick Downs. Martinez takes a swing at the first pitch. Andrew Martin. Almost seventh. Is a mess. What's next? Ball low. Ball high. Take there. Lay off that. Ball low inside. Sit down for ball 4. So Downs earns a 5-pitch walk. Downs got speed at first. Look at Downs now. Probably going to do that as a one-off pitch. That ball was coming outside. So we call that a one-off pitch instead of a pass ball. Ball, no strikes. Steps out. Oswald steps off the start. Cut there. Another swing and just about. One ball, 2 strikes to Jensen. The team. The 1-2 pitch. And the 1 ball, 2 strikes. Run on. His ball went to second. Pitch. It's a 1-2 count. Time's in. Oswald still bad. Ball low and in the dirt. Nice. Play for the Warriors. Nice play there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Way out of time. second, and Boswell again turns towards Downs at second, drives it back. So Boswell certainly keeping an eye on the runner at second. He's got a full count on Jensen at plate. Here's the 3-2 count, and it's a nice pitch. Just off the outside corner for a strike three. So good pitch there. Second at it. Just hitter on the Dolphins. And he cranks one right over the shortstop for a base hit. That'll get Downsy easy. Throw comes into the shortstop, and there is the first run of the game. The Dolphins are on the board first. Osmond, and now we've got our five hitter. Center fielder. Four. By far the fastest. He swings and misses on a nice pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs. Dolphins are on the board with their first run. Complimentary of a right swings and just fouls back for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Over there by the first base. That ball almost got by. That's Barbosa at third. Nice scoop. So Oswald trying to work out of a jam here. High and inside. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jack. Another ball way up high. So Hart manages to get a full count with 2 outs. That'll send on the pitch. Dolphins up 1-0 over the Warriors in the bottom of the first. It's Steele in this position, just trying to keep him honest. The jump and he throws a curveball that Hart. That was right there. So on a walk and a hit, arm pitch, got the walk over to second, and then a beautiful hit by Tomasedo. So the Dolphins send 5 batters to the plate and come up with one run, and they're leading 1-0. We'll take a break and we'll be right back. Johnson is the shortstop. Inside corner. So, 2 pitches, 2 strikes for Copeland Smith, the pitcher for the Dolphins. With a 1-run lead at the top of the second. There's a weak ball that's going to okay. Line drive, but right. So that's number 2. That brings up Mitz, the designated hitter. Hayden is the center wall. It's the left fielder. Rogers and Dalton Swain is the second baseman. Hold on. Ryan's catching. Mitz. Henry Dolphins lead. Okay. Another foul ball. That ball's right. Gets the order of 1, 2, 3. The one top of the second. And Colin Level legal. you cold? I got a sweatshirt. Oh, put it on and you'll have a. We're not on. We're not on, are we? We're not on, are we? All right, so here we go. Bottom of the second. Taylor's up to bat. He's the DH for the Dolphins. You know, there's sometimes 1 ball, 1 strike. Good, good pitch by Boswell on the inside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ryan Humble, catcher, is on deck. Ryan's also a 10th grader. Shouldn't say also. He's a 10th grader. So as I mentioned, the Dolphins, who are young, they only got seniors, a lot of juniors, a lot of sophomores. Most of them played on the ball. There's a nice by Boswell. The swing and miss. Touch it. First lefty of the game. He swings and misses on the inside. But they've only played one. Last week. That is good. Humble is at second, and he's now going to go to third. And this is going to be close, but he's in there with a stand-up triple. Nice. Left fielder Becker go for it, but touch the ball, so that's going to be a runner at third, and that brings up the shortstop, Colin Label. So let's see if he can get the second Dolphin run in here at the bottom of the second inning. He takes a low outside. By Baker. I'm sorry, Martin. Well, this one does get away from him. It's not going. It was one of the faster runners on the may have attempted. Boswell was covered for the Warriors. Close play with 1-1 game. 2 balls, no strikes. He swings at an off for the first strike. So 2 balls and 1 strike. And there's a line shot at was on first for the first. Good play there by the shortstop. 6-3 for the second out of the inning. But pretty smartly. For the Warriors, that's true. So nice play there. And that brings up Noah Hummel, the first base. Noah's batting 429. One. So the 9-hitter for the Dolphins is currently batting 429. To the second base, time to make the play, and that's going to do it for the Dolphins. So that triple, and then goes. Next thing you know, they're out of the inning with no runs. So after two, we've got Cape Henry Dolphins 1, and Nansemond River High School Warriors nothing. All right, so here we go. The top of the third, Becca is the hitter, and he sends it over into the netting. Left field for the Warriors. Two strikes. Ball inside. Outside, it's about two. So 2 balls, 2 strikes on Becca. So Courtney Smith has 2 strikeouts. Brings up Rogers. Sorry about that. 2 strikes. All high. Trying to multitask here. Got it going on. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball on the outside, coming to close, strike 3. That was the 3rd out of the inning. Sprinting towards the dugout, but it was not. That was only the 2nd out. Both the baseman Wayne. Dalton swim, and he takes outside ball 1. And he sends a high fly ball in at first baseman. The second baseman is out there looking, but that's going to be just out. The baseman for the Dolphins is play on the other side of the fence. So we've got 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Here in the top of the 3rd, Dolphins leading 1-0. That ball was up and out. 2 balls, 1 strike. Low and inside. This is the 9th hitter for the Warriors. Ball 4 in the dirt. So Smith strikes out the first 2 batters and then walks the Swain, and that goes back to the top of the order now. Baker. He walked it on first base. It goes into the stretch. Ball low and outside for ball 1. Coach. Oh, the Dolphins regroup. Smith and let him know that they're up 1-0. He struck out the first 2 batters and strike 6. Fine. Effect. Meantime, 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Right. And that ball is just 1 ball 2. Warriors 1-0 in the season. Oh, there's a nice pitch down the middle for strike 4. Teams. The state champion. And there's a line shot to the right fielder. He's over and makes the catch. Nice play. Nate, one of the seniors, for the 3rd out of the inning. So there we are after 1-0. Nansemond River High School. We'll be right back. I got gloves and you guys are Because for whatever reason, that means what the when we set up the baseball. Let's go. All right, we're back. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Pumped up all the way. Top of the third for the Dolphins. Martinez, and he's got 2 balls and 2 strikes on him. Chris struck out in the first day. A base hit over the second baseman's head. So Martinez has his first hit of the game. Base hit up the middle. The Dolphins have their first hitter on. The left fielder, Reed Downs. The pitch by Turner Sale. So we've got runner on first, top of the third. Low and outside, ball one. With so the runner on first. outside. Ball two. 2 balls, 2 strikes. No outs. Wind's cooking up. Getting a little chilly here. So it falls back over to first base. 2 pieces back. So, the dreaded bunt instead. He missed. Although he was still third and 8. And Darren strikes out for the first out of the inning. So that brings up Nate Jensen, the right fielder, made a nice play last inning. Nate struck out looking his first time up. And he takes a strike off speed down and low. But the umpire calls it a strike, so strike one. Runner on second is Martinez. That last play by Rico. Goes over to second, but no one is there. Side, so 1 ball, 1 strike. So Jensen's got a 1-1 count. So let's see how we do here. 2 balls, 1 strike on Jensen. He turns and Boswell turns and goes to second. Can't get that. So we're trying to got a little bit of an audio issue going on here. So
Alright, so here we go. Sorry, we got some audio issues going on here. We think we fixed it now. So we've got Jensen just did a strikeout drop. So he went down to second base. Went down to first, but was thrown out there for the second out of the inning. So we've got 2 outs. Runner on third. Sorry guys, missed something. Shadle is at first base. So that brings up, ooh, nice off-speed pitch. That brings up Andrew Hart. Andrew struck out looking. Ball up. So runners on first and third. Boswell steps off. Ooh, high and inside on Hart. So Boswell's got a 2-2 count on Hart. Trey Taylor is on deck. Runners on the corner. Dolphins up 1-0. And Hart swings and misses on an off-speed pitch for strike 3. So the Dolphins put 2 on, but leave them both stranded. And actually strike out the side. Boswell strikes out the side. So at the end of 4, or on the top of the 4th, it's still 1-0 Dolphins. We'll be right back. Well, yeah, it doesn't work when it's not plugged into the streaming box, fellas. Oops. Somebody comes up and is like, "He can barely hear you." I'm like, "Really? No one's ever said that to me." And I look over, I'm like, "Wait a minute, we're not plugged into the streaming box." So I was wondering what they are hearing. It must be through the camera. Is the camera mic off? Do we know? Let's make sure the camera mic is off. Well, that was last year. Crazy. The flex cam is not very good for baseball, so we gotta play with that. It's looking for 4 corners, right? And now we have 3. We have a diamond, so I'll show you what it looks like.
I wonder, can you like make one up?
So right now, you see everything. It's just like super far away. Here we go, guys. All right, so we're at the top of the 4th with the Dolphins leading 1-0. Warriors are up with bat, and they've got their number 2 hitter, Barboza. The first baseman is up. He struck out his first time up, and he swings at a foul ball for strike 1. He swings at a little bit of an outside pitch for strike 2. And not sure we have a new pitcher for the Dolphins. I gotta see the back of his uniform. Swings and misses for strike 3. Nope, we still got Copeland Smith pitching. So Copeland gets another strikeout. That's his 6th of the game, and we're only in the 4th inning. So Copeland throwing a nice game so far. I talked to the coach before the game. He was hoping for 2 good innings. Well, here we are in the 4th. Judge is up to bat. He's the center fielder. He takes ball 1 high. He flied out to the left fielder Downs, his first time up in the 1st inning. Swings and fouls 1 back for strike 2. Excuse me, for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, 1-0 Cape Henry Dolphins. We're at the top of the 4th inning here on a brisk, windy March 19th. Cape Henry Collegiate. There's a hard hit ball to the shortstop. Colin comes up with it, makes a high throw and a nice play. And Noah Hummel had the ball. He tagged the runner, but the ball came out of his glove, so they're going to call him safe at first. So that's going to be an error on the shortstop. Ball was high. So Judge reaches on an E6. And that brings up the pitcher Boswell, who also flied out to the left fielder his first time at bat. So the Warriors have a runner on first. Smith will go to the stretch, and he delivers a nice inside ball, strike swinging. Takes a look over at the runner on first, Judge. Looks back and throws, and there's a hard hit ball, but just foul. Third base side. Tanner Shadle was over there. Would have been a tough play. Two strikes on Boswell, the pitcher, who's also thrown a pretty decent game. We only have 1 run scored so far. And this time, Copeland Smith hits the batter in the back. And actually, that is number 2. So Boswell is out of the game. Excuse me, Boswell was at second. So that was Johnson. So we got a pitch runner, number 1, is in the game, and that's Walden. And he's pitch running for Boswell, who was at second. So time is called. Hummel wants to go out and talk to Smith. So the Warriors have runners on first and second, 1 out, 1 ball count. Excuse me, 1 strike count. There's a ground ball to the shortstop, to the second baseman, over to the first, and a beautiful double play. So the Dolphins make up for that error, and they wind up getting a double play. So Martin hits into a double play there, and that leaves 2 stranded for the Warriors. So 6-4-3 double play. And that brings us to the bottom of the 4th inning, with the Dolphins still leading the Warriors 1-0. I'm trying to get that thing fixed. We don't know where I'm trying to get that fixed. Keep track of who's on first, what's on second. I can't get our name to play. That was a crossword. That was a crossword. Bottom of the 4th, 1-0, Cape Henry Dolphins. Taylor, Hummel, and Liberal will come up to bat. Liebel, sorry, Colin. I'm just going to say Colin. So the Dolphins will send up their number 6, 7, and 8 hitters. Taylor, first time up, struck out in the 2nd. He's got 1 ball and 1 strike on him here in the 4th. Ryan Hummel, the on-deck hitter, had a stand-up triple but was left at third. There's a swinging strike. Taylor for 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Colin grounded out to the shortstop. And there's another swinging strike, so that's a strike 3, first out for the Warriors. Cam Boswell still in the game, pitching a decent game, only down 1 run. And that brings up Ryan Hummel, our catcher. Again, Ryan stand-up triple, but was left there when Liebel and Noah Hummel both grounded out in the second inning. Takes outside for ball 1. Here comes the second pitch, and that's high and outside, ball 2. And there's a way high first pitch, and the shortstop is there, and he makes the catch. Check that. That's the shortstop. That's number 2, Connor Johnson. That ball was way up there. So Dolphins send up 2, and they're down 2 outs already, and that brings up Connor Liebel. And Connor, as I mentioned, ground out to the shortstop in the second inning for his first time up. And he fouls one back. Strike 1. Ball outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. This game's moving at a pretty good pace. Already in the 4th inning. Only had 1 run. A few batters have been on base. Crisp game defensively. Had a throwing error on the Dolphins, and we had a wild pitch pass ball on the Warriors. Other than that, it's been a fairly clean game, which this early in the spring is a little unusual, but 2 good baseball teams, good programs here. 3 balls, 1 strike. There's a swing, and that's a fair ball, and that's over the third baseman's glove. And nice play by the left fielder who came up with that and fired a strike in. So the Dolphins have something going with a man on first here and 2 outs. So the shortstop Connor gets a base hit over the third baseman's glove, and that brings up the first baseman, Noah Hummel. Noah grounded out to the second baseman his last time up. 2 outs, and there goes Liebel, and he's going to be in with a stolen base. Throw is high. Shortstop can't handle it. Excuse me, the second baseman can't handle it. Good backup by the shortstop. So stolen base by Colin. So Dolphins have a runner at second with 2 outs. Noah Hummel up to bat. 1-0, 4th inning. Off-speed pitch low and outside. Boswell looks and delivers. Off-speed outside again. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th, and time is called. The shortstop's going to go in and talk to his pitcher, Boswell. Good time for a base hit here by Noah Hummel. Big first baseman. Ball low and in the dirt, and that's off the catcher. And Colin is going to go to third That's going to be a wild pitch. So we've got a 3-1 count on Noah Hummel. Got a runner at third, 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth with a 1-0 game in favor of the Dolphins. And the pitch. And that was called ball 4. Looked nice from our vantage point, but umpire didn't give it to him. So Noah Hummel works a walk there. So runners on the corner, and that brings up the top of the order, Chris Martinez. Chris struck out his first time at bat and singled his second. Went to second on a stolen base and was stranded at third. So runners on the corner, 2 outs, 1-0. Dolphins threatening, and Martinez swings at the first pitch and fouls it back over the first base side. First strike 1. And there's an off-speed pitch high again. So Boswell's missing pretty regularly now, throwing a lot of off-speed pitches. We're in the 4th inning. He's thrown quite a few. As I said before, he's pitched a good game. He's starting to lose a little bit of control. So 1-1. Runners on the corner. We'll see if Martinez can come up with another hit after his last time up at bat last inning. That's ball low and outside. And here comes a play at the plate, and there is no play. Collins scores from third base. Ball got by the catcher. That's actually going to be a pass ball. Went all the way to the backstop, and Collin did not hesitate, and he scores from third. So the Dolphins get their second run on a pass ball. Hummel moves over to second. Martinez has a 2-1 count, and there's 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. And Chris sends a ball way up and back out of play behind home plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 4th. Runner at second. Cape Henry Collegiate Dolphins, and that ball is up and in the screen, and that's going to get Hummel over to third. So that's going to be a wild pitch. So Noah Hummel reached on a walk, went to second on a pass ball, third on a wild pitch, and now Martinez walks. So we've got runners on the corners again, still 2 outs. Dolphins have done all of this with 2 outs. First 2 batters, Taylor and Hummel, got out, and then the Dolphins have started putting batters on either through walking and wild and pass balls, wild pitches and pass balls. So that brings up Reed Downs. Downs walked and struck out. He takes a ball over his head, and that's going to get Martinez down to second base. So Boswell missing quite regularly now, and I think the coach is going to come out, and here he comes for the Warriors. This will probably be it for the starting pitcher, Boswell. So we have timeout called here at Cape Henry Collegiate. Dolphins have runners at second and third. They're winning 2-0 here at the bottom of the 4th inning. Conference on the mound. Sorry about that. Fixing my hood here to warm up a little bit as the wind whips through. So they are going to leave Boswell in the game. So We'll see what kind of move that winds up being. Reed Downs, the left fielder's got a 1-ball, no count. 2 outs here in the inning. Runners on second and third. Dolphins already have 1 run across. They're leading 2-0 here. I would imagine Downs is taking, and he does call timeout here. And there's a nice line drive base hit, and it is going to score 1 run and scores a second. Ball gets by the catcher, and Downs goes to second base. So Martinez, who was running at the play, he scores. Noah Hummel scores, so a 2-run RBI single for Reed Downs. And he winds up at second base on the throw home. So the Dolphins put up 2 more runs. So they're sitting on 3 for the inning, and they're winning 4-0, and that brings up Nate Jensen, and Nate has struck out twice today. So the senior's got a runner at second base. We'll see what he can do. Off-speed pitch, taken high, ball 1. So leaving Boswell in was probably not the right move. Downs promptly singled and scored 2 runs. There's a foul ball back behind first base for strike 1. And this is the Dolphins' best hitter, Tanner Shadle, up right now. Tanner's got a base hit. Tanner's actually got 2 base hits. So he's 2 for 2 with a runner on second base. And he takes a ball right down the middle for strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on Shadle. I'm sorry, on Jensen. Shadle is on deck. 2-2. Trying to get Tanner in the game so we can get this thing over with. Jensen looks, Boswell delivers. Ball, and that's called strike 3 on the outside corner. Tough pitch to take, but got 2 strikes on you. So that's actually the 3rd strikeout for Jensen. And that's the 3rd out of the inning. But the Dolphins come up with 3 runs to extend their lead to 4-0 over the Warriors from Nansemond River High School. So after 4, Cape Henry 4, and the Warriors nothing. For the Dolphins, and that's number 21, and that's going to be Valen Newcomb. So Newcomb comes in for the Dolphins. We'll see where they want to put him in the order. Smith was not hitting. They had a designated hitter, so probably just a straight up switch with the pitchers. Hitting for the Warriors is going to be their 7th hitter, Mintz, who struck out his first time up. So here we go. Newcomb's first pitch is a ball low in the dirt. Ball one, and he's pitching to the DH Mintz. There's a shot to left, but that's foul. Strike one. Nice pitch on the inside corner. Strike two. Balin is an 11th grader, junior. That ball just misses on the outside corner, ball two. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 4-0 here in the top of the 5th. There's a ball hit straight back. Ball high. So Mintz draws a 3-2 count after being down 0-2. And here's a ground ball, and that's right to Noah at first base, and he throws over to Balin Newcomb at covering first as he's supposed to do, and there's a nice play there by the first baseman and pitcher. Correction. Trey Taylor is the pitcher, not Balin Newcomb. 20 versus 21, so apologize that. Taylor's the pitcher. So nice play by Taylor and Hummel there. That's your unusual 3-1. Loads it back. Becker's the left fielder. He struck out looking his first time up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nice pitch down the middle, strike 2. So Taylor working quickly here in the top of the 5th. And Trey throws it right by him for strike 3. Two batters, 2 outs. That brings up Rogers. Rogers struck out looking his last time up. Off-speed curveball for a strike. Another one on the inside, but missed inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Time is called by Rogers. Rogers is the 3rd baseman. There it is. There's a ball right down the middle, strike 2. So Trey Taylor's coming in and working quick. He's got 2 quick outs, and he's got 1 ball and 2 strikes on this batter. Throws off speed, but that's outside in the dirt. 2-2. Trey's a junior here at Cape Henry Collegiate. Foul ball back. He's got a state championship ring from last year as well.
Oh, there it is. No, he didn't call that.
So there's a ball that was just on the outside corner. Dolphins thought that was strike 3. It wasn't. But he comes in and gets a strike 3 on the outside corner anyway. So Taylor comes in and does his job. He replaces Copeland Smith and promptly gets 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the 5th. And so we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Alright, we're back. Dolphins leading 4-0. 3-1 count on Tanner Shadle. It's the bottom of the 5th, and Shadle takes a walk. Up. I believe they called it a strike. Tanner thought he held up in time, but he did not. So 3 balls and 1 strike. Swings and misses at a ball outside. That should have only been strike 2, but I guess we missed a pitch there somewhere. So Dolphins go down strike 3. So 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. And that brings up Andrew Hart. And Andrew takes outside strike 1. Swings and almost takes out Trey Taylor, the pitcher who's on deck, and he had a scamper out of the way. So 2 strikes on Andrew, and almost got rid of his pitcher in the same swing. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th, 4-0, Cape Henry Dolphins, and that ball's hit up the middle. Shortstop's over to make the play, and he throws it in the dirt, but the first baseman can't make the play. And Andrew Hart, as I mentioned before, is the fastest player on the Dolphins, and gets to first base and runs that out. So we're going to call that a error on the shortstop. He made the play, and the ball was actually there in time, but it was in the dirt. First baseman couldn't handle it. So Hart reaches. He's at first base, and that brings up the pitcher, the current pitcher, Trey Taylor, who's also the DH. And the pitcher for the Warriors is, looks like number, well, I don't have a number for him yet. I'll give you that in a second. Ball's in the dirt, and Hart's going to go to second, and he's there easily. So Andrew steals second on a pitch that's in the dirt. That's a wild pitch. So 1 ball, no strikes. That ball is up high. 2 balls, no strikes to Trey Taylor. Again, sorry I don't have a number on the pitcher yet. We'll work on that for you. It looks like, and that ball is inside third base, so that's going to score Hart easy. Taylor's going to go to second base. Ball's rattling around in the corner, and they're holding their hands up. Taylor's going to go all the way home. He'll obviously have to go back to second base, so that's going to be a ground rule double. So that'll send him back to second. Hart will score. So Taylor is in to second base with a double. Hart scores, and that's the 5th run of the game for the Cape Henry Dolphins. And there's a ball hit to the second baseman, and it's off his glove. That's going to be an error. So Hummel is going to go to second now. Taylor scores on the error on the second baseman, and so the Dolphins are starting to add up the runs on miscues by the Warriors. So Hummel reaches on an an E4, goes to second base, and Taylor scores on that. And the pitcher is number 5, and that is Aiden Judge, who was the center fielder. Mason Becker, who was the center fielder, moves over, and Boswell, who started the game, is now in left field for the Warriors. So the starting pitcher, Boswell, 14, is in left field. The left fielder, number 9, Becker, is in center field, and the center fielder, Aiden Judge, is now pitching for the Warriors, and Coach Rivers is going to come out and talk to his team and settle them down a little bit. And he's actually calling in everybody, and I think he's going to call in the center fielder to pitch. So just as I was telling you where everybody was going, Mason Becker, the center fielder, is now going to get the ball, and it looks like he's going to go in and pitch. Number 5, Aiden Judge, who was pitching, is going to come out of the game. Nope. I stand corrected. So the center fielder is coming in, and he's coming out of the game. And then Judge, who was just pitching, he's now going to come to play center field. And then the new pitcher is, it looks like, number 13, and that's Brendan Hess. So Brendan Hess is now the pitcher on the Warriors. Ryan Hummel is standing at second base. 2 runs are in, 1 out is recorded. So we have a little break in the action here at the baseball diamond at Cape Henry Collegiate on this little blustery Tuesday afternoon. Probably a good time to give out a shout out to my student tech crew here. Robert and, what's your name again? Robert and Cameron are working the game with me. They're switching off both the tech side and the camera side, so thanks to Robert and Cameron for helping us out here and bringing this wonderful baseball game to you via Cape Henry Collegiate YouTube channel. All right, well, live action back. Hess is pitching. He's got a runner at second. He's got 1 out, and he's losing 6-0, and he sends a pitch that is promptly fouled back by Colin Liebel. Colin grounded out to the shortstop, walked and scored his last time up, swings and misses to a pitch there, so he's down 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out, 2 runners in, runner standing on second base. And there's a ground ball, but that's foul. Swings and hits it into the hole. The shortstop makes a nice play, but it doesn't get through. It saves a run. It doesn't get a run home, but that's a nice play there by the shortstop. And that's Connor Johnson. Nice play by Johnson there to save a run. So Colin reaches on first base. We'll give him an infield hit. Hummel goes to third. And that brings up Noah Hummel, the first baseman, with one out and runners on the corner. Corners, first and third. Hess, the pitcher for the Warriors, trying to limit the damage here. He throws a ball in the dirt and outside, and that's an easy steal there for Colin Libow. So Kyle Cullen gets to second base. Good lead off second. Noah Hummel looks at another ball outside and low. Nice play there by the catcher. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. 2 runs already on the board. A 6-run lead for the Dolphins over the Warriors. Brendan Hess is the pitcher for the Warriors right now. And there's a ball called strike on the outside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. And that's another strike on the outside corner. So Noah Hummel had a 2-0 count. He's now 2-2 with 1 out. Runners on second and third. Noah grounded out to the second baseman. Walked and scored his last time up. Swings and misses on a outside pitch. And that's going to be out number 2 for the Dolphins. So it brings us back up to the top of the order. Chris Martinez stands in. Chris struck out, singled, and was stranded at third, and then walked and scored in the last inning. So his 4th time up. Takes a ball low and outside. Low. Brendan Hess, the pitcher for the Warriors, runners on second and third, and the delivery. Off-speed pitch, that's called for a strike on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. And there's a ball that is hit to the left fielder, Boswell, who comes in and makes the play for the 3rd out. So F7, and that's the 3rd out for the Dolphins, and that's going to do it for them. But they come up with 2 more runs to tack on to a 4-run lead. So at the end of 5, the Dolphins are winning 6-0 over the Warriors here at Cape Henry Collegiate. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. Top of the sixth and top of the order for the Warriors, and there's Trey Taylor still on the mound for the Dolphins, and he delivers a strike for strike one. Baker, the right fielder, and there's a foul ball for strike two. Ball with the dirt. Taylor works quick for the Dolphins. Ball out of play. One ball, two strikes, no outs here in the top of the sixth. Cape Henry Dolphins are leading 6-0 over the Nansemond. Ball slipped out of his hand. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And there's a swinging strike on an outside pitch for the first out of this 6th inning by Baker. That brings up Barbosa. Barbosa's the first baseman, and he's struck out twice in this game. And he promptly hits a hard ground ball to Martinez at second, comes up and fires to Hummel at first, and there's the second out of the inning. 4-3 for out number 2. So Trey Taylor working nice and quick, and he's now on the third batter, and that's Judge. Judge was pitching, then he went, well, I should say Judge started in center, then he was pitching, then he went back to center field. And he's taken 2 pitches up and out of the strike zone for 2-0 count. Takes that one down the middle for strike 1. 2 outs, top of the 6th, 6-0, Cape Henry Dolphins over the Warriors. And there's a line shot over to the left side, and that is a foul ball. That did not miss by much. Downs was there. That ball was probably off the line by less than a foot. So, tough break there for Judge, who definitely would have been standing with a double, and instead walks back to the plate with a 2-ball, 2-strike count. That ball was tagged. It was hit so hard, I don't think the wind did anything to it, and actually the wind has died down a little bit right now. But that ball was tagged. Just not fair. And he hits another one. This one's a soft one, and the shortstop, Colin Whitwell, is there, and he takes care of that. So F6 for the third out of the inning, and 1-2-3 for the Warriors. Good piece of pitching there by Trey Taylor. So 3 up, 3 down. We'll be right back with the bottom half of the 6th inning. Bottom of the sixth, Reed down. So left fielder's going to start us off here. Reed walked and scored in the first inning. Struck out in the third. Singled and got to second in the fourth, but was stranded there, and now takes strike one. Hess is still pitching for the Warriors. Sixth inning, the seventh inning planned game. Dolphins are up 6-0. There's a nice pitch down the middle for strike two. Not sure what Downs was looking for there, but that ball was right down the middle and should have been hit. And he swings at a high fastball up top for strike three. So Downs comes in and promptly strikes out on 3 pitches. Nate Jensen, the right fielder, senior's up. Nate's had an uneventful 3-strikeout day. So we'll see if he's facing Hess for the first time, can put the bat on the ball. And he fouls that one back. And I am going to correct myself here. And he does a check swing, but it goes right to the shortstop. He makes a nice play over to first. For an out. Nope, that was Jensen. For second there, sorry, I thought that Jensen had been replaced, but that is Nate. So, 2 up, 2 down for the Dolphins. That brings up third baseman Tanner Shadle. And he takes high ball 1. Tanner singled his first 2 times at bat, but stranded at first and then struck out his last time up. This is his first time facing Hess. Takes an off-speed pitch on the outside corner for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swings at a ball low and outside for strike 2. As I said, Tanner leading hitter here on the Dolphins. Tanner was batting .692 coming into today, and he is currently 2 for 3, which is actually going to drop his average a little bit. When you're hitting .692, there's really hard to keep going higher. He drills that ball way left, but that ball was hit hard and foul. Can't really fault Hess as he came in. That ball is fouled back. Came in with 2 men on in the last inning and promptly got an out, and then has got the first 2 outs of this inning. I should say Hess got the last 2 outs of last inning and the first 2 outs of this inning. And there's another fly ball. That's way up. Third baseman calling for it, and he does make the play for the 3rd out. So F5 for out number 3, and the Dolphins go down 1-2-3. So we're in the last inning now, top of the 7th, with the Cape Henry Dolphins leading the Warriors 6-0. While we're taking this break, I'll stay on the air and just give you a little bit of news about the Cape Henry Dolphins. So as I mentioned, Tanner Shadle leading the team with a .692 average. Andrew Hart batting .430. Same with Noah Hummel batting .430. Trey Taylor batting .375. And Owen Hawley, who has not played today, is batting .333. So the Dolphins have been doing some decent hitting. as I said, they're 4-0, looking for their 5th win. They beat Great Bridge at home 7-3, beat Teach Homeschool at home 10-0. Then they went to Grassfield and Hickory and won both those games 5-1 and 7-5. So 2 games at home, 2 wins, 2 games away, 2 wins. And it looks like we have a change in pitcher here, and it looks like the first baseman, Noah Hummel, is now pitching. Number 5, correction, that's going to be number 5 is going to be that was Noah Hummel. So Noah's going to go from first base to pitching. We'll see who the new first baseman is. Looks like the first baseman might be Newcomb. Balin Newcomb. Let's see if our cameraman can get a picture of our first baseman when the play is over there. We'll get your number, but Noah Hummel, the first baseman, lefty, is now pitching. And he delivers a strike here in the 7th inning. And that's Boswell, the 4-hitter. That ball is inside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Boswell flied out to the left fielder. He walked and reached second base, and here he fouls it off the catcher. So Cam Boswell actually started this game. He's stayed in the game. Their DH has been DHing for their pitchers. He's actually playing outfield now. And Hummel delivers, and there's a fly ball out to the right fielder, and that is the right fielder. Jensen makes the play. Hart was there, Jensen was there, and the second baseman Martinez was there, but it's Jensen, the right fielder, who comes up and makes that play. So nice play. So Boswell flies out for the first out of this 7th inning. And that brings up Johnson. Johnson is the shortstop. He has struck out and singled in this game. Hummel throws the ball low and inside for ball 1. So you got Hummel to Hummel, Noah to Ryan. There's a ball low and in the dirt. Two balls, no strikes. In the last inning here at Cape Henry with the Dolphins winning 6-0, there's a line shot to left, and that ball is out of play. Nice swing by Martin, but excuse me, by Johnson, but out of play for the first strike. It's at bat. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. 6-0 Dolphins. And we are at 5:23 in the afternoon. Nice off-speed pitch down the middle for strike 2. And there's a nice pitch, strike 3. on the outside corner for out number 2. I've been corrected. It's actually 6:23. Well, you know, daylight savings came and went in my house. It is actually, my watch is correct. My brain isn't, but my watch is. It's 6:23. And we are 1 out away from the end of this ball game. Hummel is facing Martin now with no one on and 2 outs, and throws an outside pitch for strike 1. Dolphins 2 strikes away from their 5th victory of the season. That ball's low and in the dirt. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's a call strike on the outside corner. A generous call there by the home plate umpire. You've probably been hearing some yelling behind us. The ladies softball team just finished playing the Norfolk Academy Bulldogs. Don't have a score for you, but we'll get that to you as soon as we can. Foul ball in our game. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 strike away from the end of this game. And the pitch, ball upside. So full count, 2 outs. Don't think Noah Hummel wants to put a man on first base at this point. Let's see what he delivers here at a full count. And he throws it right down the middle for strike 3. And that's going to be the ball game. So nicely done by the Dolphins. They pick up their 5th win in a row. Good way to start the 2024 campaign year. On their way to possibly another state title. So thanks for joining us here at Cape Henry Collegiate. At the end of our game, we have the Cape Henry Dolphins 6, the Nansemond River High School Warriors nothing. On a well-played baseball game. Good luck to both teams going forward. Nansemond River High School, safe home to you guys tonight, to Suffolk, Virginia. And for Cameron and Robert, this is Chris Souther saying thanks for listening, thanks for watching here on Cape Henry Collegiate YouTube channel. And we'll see you next time. Take care.